Hello, my name is Collection Connoisseur. I collect digital thingamabobs and video games, and today I'm playing Monster Train. One thing I forgot to mention last time is I did get the last Divinity DLC, and it is enabled. I have no idea what's part of the DLC and what's not. Let's start a new run, and let's see what we get to choose. So, we can choose our primary clan. There's only 2 choices. So, let's choose the Awoken as our primary clan this time. Gather the Awoken of the Wildwood Forest. Hollows and Animus are supported by healing channelers. An exiled champion unlocks at level 5. We have not gotten to level 5 with anything. We've gotten to level 2 though. And our allied clan will be what are they called? The Hellhorned. That was our primary clan the last time. And there's a feature that we have not unlocked yet because we haven't won yet. And there's even more features to unlock. Alright, let's go. Now last time I learned a lot about this game. It was the first time, so there's a lot to learn. Boss battles. Ring 3 is Talos the Architect. Talos the Architect. You know, I'm not good enough at this game to really know what to look for here. This is probably extremely useful information for people who know the bosses. Bell the Wings of Light is something that we did fight last time. Let's go. Ooh, upgrade your champion or gain an artifact. Can we do both? I want an artifact. Ashes of the Fallen. Some abilities trigger an additional time. Rage does not decay on friendly units. That seems amazing. Let's do that. Rage does not decay on friendly units. We never used Rage last time because I didn't like that it decreases every turn. This basically makes it so that it doesn't decrease every turn, if I understand it correctly. And what is our champion anyway? I do like the Cultivate ability. I had that last time and it was very nice. Or we can have him have spikes. This one also has draw +1 each turn. And it has more health. Why does this seem like just a much better champion than this one? Let's do this one. Revenge triggers when damaged, so we cultivate 1 every time he gets damaged. Versus dealing 10 damage back every time he gets damaged. I think the Sentient is much better. Let's take it. Could be completely wrong about that. The Gathered Clergy. Angry hordes are swarming your train. Thin their numbers before they reach your pyre. Oh, we can turn a rent to trial on. We should do that. So clergymen don't do much, but they have rage. And then the Chains of the Sighted. Add a Weight of Contrition card to the top of the draw pile. Only has 50 health. I think we can definitely turn this on, especially because the spikes is actually kind of nice with our champion that we have. Non-boss enemy units enter with spikes 3. Yes, we just chose that. Oh, that's a lot of guys to have spikes though. And what is our deck anyway? So Restore and Torch. So the starting deck is exactly the same as the first time we played, except we have a different champion. The spikes will probably kill our guy, right? Still, I guess the thing to do is to... Oh man. I guess the thing to do is to put this one here. And put the train steward here so the train steward can actually take out one of those guys. And the trained steward will take 3 damage back because he's going to attack the first clergyman. We're going to use those restores later. Let's just torch one of the clergymen. Doesn't matter which one. And let's apply 1 regen to this one, because he's going to take some damage from the spikes. Okay. Okay, we need some trained stewards on the 2nd level. Trained stewards on the 2nd level is important. Let's put a trained steward there. We need another one. I would love to get that collector too. Currently, our trained steward would die. And currently, our champion is going to die. Is not going to die, but it's going to get very hurt. You know, I think I'm okay with our pyre taking some damage here. So I'm going to do that, and I'm going to do this. Yes. That way, our trained steward survives. You're going to take a ton of damage. Don't really know what we're going to do about that. So, oh, we get a respite. Oh, a respite is nice. I think what we need to do this turn is torch one of these, at least. Probably torch the next one as well. And then do a restore on our main champion guy. Oh, the champion actually gave itself some of the cultivate because it had the lowest health. How about that? Didn't realize it could do that. So the final wave. Right now, both of our guys die, and only the front one of these die. That's not good. Let's prevent that from being the case. Let's torch one of these. Torch seems very good in this particular battle, by the way. We're taking a lot of damage here. You're taking 11 right now. How can we make it so that we deal more damage in the first one? Let me think about that. I think I want a trained steward up here, by the way. But if I could spend 1 restore down here, where would be the best place to add a restore down here? Because right now they're attacking for 9, and our sentient dies. If we restore and give 2 health to the sentient, then the sentient kills this one, and then dies itself, and then you get to attack a couple times. I think that's pretty good. Let's do that. And then it would be better to put a trained steward here, probably. I didn't do the math on that, but I think so. Let's go. Okay. Unfortunately, we got the weight of contrition there. But what we can do is play the weight of contrition, use a torch, and then we win. I mean, we could try to torch again, I guess. Great. So our pyre took no damage. We did the trial, which means we got extra money. And our score is down a little bit because we did the 3-turn boss rush instead of or a 2-turn boss rush instead of a 3. But I don't care about that. Besides, we got the trial bonus. Okay. So apply 4 attack and spikes 4 is pretty good. Applying 5 regen. Regen restores 1 health per stack at the end of each turn, and it decreases every turn. That basically gives one creature a fair amount of health. Deal 10 damage to the front enemy unit, draw 1 next turn. I really like these draw 1s, but I think we need Sharpen first. I don't know if I care about Hidden Passage. We could get a Welder Helper. Actually, that's pretty good because of the 1. Let's take it. Now, we can forge our units or forge our spells, and we either get a Hellhorned or an Awoken unit. I think I really like some of the Awoken units, but I also like some of the Hellhorned ones too. So would I rather forge our units or forge our spells? Based on what I learned in the first playthrough, I think our units need to be better. Our spells don't seem to be that effective. We need our units to be better. That's my opinion from the first time we played. So we're going this way. Let's get a Hellhorned unit first. Whoa. 4 Ember cost though, which we can't do that right now. 50 and 50 though. What is Resolve? Triggers after combat. I really want the Demon Fiend, but I don't know if we're going to have a chance to be able to play it, is the problem. I think I'm going to take it anyway. It might be a dead weight at the beginning, but that could be amazing later. Huh. We can make a unit endless. Upgrade a unit with 25 health. What do we have in our deck? I mean, frankly, we've got Train Stewards right now, and our champion, which I don't think we can upgrade. I could upgrade the Demon Fiend. Let's start by removing a card from our deck. I think these restore 2 health isn't going to do much for us. So let's remove a restore 2 health. And let's actually pay for another remove and remove a torch. Remove some of the cards that are not doing much for us. I could remove another card. I might want to. On the other hand, I could Strength Stone one of the Train Stewards. Or the Demon Fiend. Let's work on the Demon Fiend later. Let's make a Train Steward actually useful by giving him both of these things. There we go. We've made one train. What is it called? I've already forgotten. Train Steward. We've made one Train Steward into a useful thing. Penitent Prayers. The Reconcilers have arrived in great force to make sure that you repent for the sins that hell has brought upon the world. So, Reconciler, add a Sinner's Burden, top of your draw pile. That's not great. Triggers after combat, so if we can defeat him first, then that doesn't happen. And then Forged Disciple doesn't do a lot of damage, but has a fair amount of health. And then you have Spikes 2. Okay. Enemy units enter with 10 armor. Draft a primary or allied clan unit. I think we should do that. Again, if we take some hits on our pyre at the beginning, I'll be okay if we get these extra benefits. So, the Demon Fiend is impossible to play. I guess what we do is Train Steward. We put our Sentient down, and we put a Train Steward down. Still have 2 more. I forget that the champion costs 0. Apply armor 20 to the front friendly unit. Does cultivate... So triggers when damaged. I wonder if that is affected if it has armor. Maybe not. Let's put a train steward up here. I think we might want the train steward up there. And then a welder helper. I think I'm going to use the welder helper later at the bottom though. Let's go. Now we've got the Sinner's Burden, which we should purge. We've got a couple of torches. The torches aren't as great because of the armor that these guys have. Although the torch can get rid of that guy. 50 gold. Basically, what we're saying here is nothing's really happening this round. These guys are getting further up and they're going to be destroyed by the pyre. So let's just do a restore here and use the purge to get rid of this card. That was kind of a nothing turn. We're getting too many purges into our deck though, because these guys are surviving because of their armor. We get a brief respite. See, this is one of the things that we need. We need Sharpen. I don't really care if those guys get to the top, I guess. They will do a very small amount of damage to our pyre. So Sharpen on you will be very good for the boss monster. And maybe a Restore on you will be very good for the boss monster too. Hard to say. Hard to say. This guy's going to survive this turn, so let's do this. Basically, I'm expecting to defeat the boss on the bottom floor, maybe. We have 2 more purges though, which is sad. Now, see, right now we're defeating the boss and we're not taking much damage down here. So, things are going great at the bottom. The problem is, at the top we're not doing much. Yeah, at the top we're not really doing much. I guess let's put a train steward up there. And nothing. There's really nothing I can do this turn to prevent some things from happening. So let's not worry about it. Let's just click end turn. They'll get to the top, and the pyre will defeat them. And down here, we are going to crush this boss. Protect the Bone Shaker. Oh, they didn't even get to the top and hit the pyre because we defeated the champion. Ho-ho! 3 damage taken, so we get less points. Okay. so this is not bad. I think the Sharpen is quite good, though. I like Sharpen. Let's take another Sharpen. Vent? I don't know. Oh, apply 5 rage. Ho-ho. With the collection of tails. That's what we want. And a multi-strike. Multi-strike 1. With a 15 on it. Gain 80 max health. Rejuvenate plus 1 permanently. That one's not bad, but it does take up 4 slots. I'm taking the Horned Warrior. I think the Horned Warrior works very well with our champion. Okay. Duplicate a card. Any card except your champion. Restore health to your Spire. Sadly, I don't think I want to duplicate anything. I mean, I have some nice cards, but I don't think I really need to duplicate them. Let's go to the Merchant of Magic. Figure out what the Merchant of Magic does. It can upgrade a spell to cost 1 less Ember. Are my minions spells? No, the minions are not spells. Okay, well, we'll upgrade a Sharpen. Yeah. Plus 10 magic power. Amount of damage dealt and health restored by spells. That doesn't affect the one that I want to use. Upgrade a spell to gain double stack. Stat effects added by this card are doubled. That might be good. I could do it on this one. Yeah. It adds spikes plus 8. Sure. And it puts back the cost of the spell. Rejuvenate is Cultivate 2. This is the one that I had last time that I liked. I think that we will do this one. So now we've got 2 that have Cultivate on them. Our champion and that card. That could come in handy. And then, what in the world is in here? What's the event? Hello. The shivering blacksmith braces against the stinging wind. From afar, one would easily mistake her for a small mountain. It's not like I want to come out here, you know. Just, you always come by the forge at the worst times, and it's always so much business that I forget some of the other more important things I'm working on. Well, Oh, anyways, I'm working on something new. A hammer of sorts. And yes, before you ask, she'll help you out and your sorry lot. It's just, well, she doesn't work like she should. Got a bit of a mind of her own. So I figure you could take her with you and help me out for once. Just needs a little fine-tuning is all. Hitting those birds around 5 times ought to do the trick. So, you up for a little fine-tuning? So... deal 6 damage to enemy units 2 times? I mean, sure. That actually might be good, especially because we know that one of the bosses has the spell shield, so it prevents the damage the first time, but not the second time. Terrific! I'm just bursting with excitement. Just try to be gentle with her, eh? Or at least a little less hard on it than you usually are with these things. You know what's also nice about that? That was a spell that we can give 10 magic power to? Let's go. 16 damage to an enemy units 2 times. Much better. Let's go. This is our first boss. Talos the Architect. The Architect of the Exodus attacks blindly and gains more protection with each unit she slays, so take her out quickly. Enemy units enter with Rage 2. Talos attacks every turn and gains armor on slay. Ick. Alright. So, what do we have? We've got her, she's dealing 10 damage. She has Rage 2, so that will go down as the battle goes on. And then we have 2 Cultivate cards, which is kind of interesting. That's not really what I wanted to start out with. What we could do is put both of these on this row. I mean, that's kind of a weird option, but when they get to that row, they're going to be dealing less damage than they do now. So why not? Let's do the middle row. Which one would we rather have in the front? Probably our champion still. Because this one cultivates when it takes damage, this one cultivates when we restore its health, which we're going to do not this turn. We're going to add spikes to our champion. Right? Or we could rejuvenate this one twice. Let's do that instead. There we go. So now she's at the bottom. The bottom looks super dangerous, so we will not go to the bottom. We could just torch a guy. I don't mind torching one of them. Our Demon Fiend is unplayable. We have our really good Train Steward. I think what we want to do is actually protect the top row. So I'm going to put these 2 at the top row, and then we're going to burn an enemy. Do I care to burn any of these? Or should I just burn one of those? I should burn one of these, because they're going to do a lot more to me next time than these 3 would. Alright, our middle row is looking a little dangerous, but our top row is looking great. Ooh, we could do the Welder Helper at the top. We could do the good old Wingmaker. I like the Wingmaker here, right? Yeah, let's do that. Ho-ho! And we can put more guys up there. That's kind of neat. Let's do the Welder Helper up here. And I think we need to restore you, right? Actually, if I restore you, you give him extra health anyway. So, restore you. Great, and we've taken down the boss a little bit. Not much yet, but a little bit. I'll apply Rage 5 to friendly units. This is amazing right here. Do I want to do that before I do a restore though? Because the restore will affect him unless I put the fledgling imp out first. I would rather have the sharpen though, I think. Yeah, I think I would rather have the sharpen. So we're going to do this right here. That makes our guys much more dangerous. And then I think I want to do Sharpen. Or we could torch one of these. Torching one of those is pretty good too. Torch one of these. And for that matter, should we throw a Train Steward out here just to take out another one? Basically use a Train Steward as a torch? Or we could restore and make the flame imp a little bit better. Let's use the Train Steward as if it were a flame. Oh, wait a minute. It didn't get to attack. I forget that they attack first. Whoops. That was a completely useless thing to do. We definitely want to torch one of these guys. So torch one of you. That's the easy decision. And then we want to torch another one of you. Now none of our guys die. And then we should always restore on this one, because it gives health to other ones. Okay. Our champion is good, but I don't think the champion is that great yet. Don't like you. The good old Wingmaker would kill both of them. Seems nice. Kill both of them. And then maybe we put a Train Steward in front of our Sentient there. Either way, we're going to do a restore there. And maybe a Train Steward in front. Sure. Hack in that train. So, we now win. I don't actually need to test anything else, we just win. But there we go. I put those three at the top and they ended up not being necessary at all. I mean, I think they dealt some damage to her once. Alright. Restore friendly units to full health. Now that seems good with the units that we have. That seems very nice. Let's take that. Revenge, gain 1 Ember. That does allow us to play our 4-cost one, but it kind of allows us to play our 4-cost one a particular turn, probably. I don't know about that. Another multi-strike Horned Warrior might be good. Ooh, gain Rage. Gain Rage equal to gained armor. Summon, gain 5 armor. Huh. I mean, it's nice and simple. Let's take it. Now, we definitely need this one. Because we need that Ember. There we go. We can gain an artifact. We can remove 2 cards. Forge units. We can always upgrade our champion. I do really like the artifacts. We don't need 20 higher health. The Unstable Vortex would be nice, though. I think I'm going to go this path. Part of that is because we only have 100 gold, so we can't really use that shop very well. apply daze to an enemy units when they enter the pyre room. Your pyre gets -5 attack. Draw 1 each turn, then return 1 to the top of your draw pile. Great. Cheater's Hand. And then let's upgrade our champion first. So we could upgrade the Cultivate to a 2 instead of a 1. Or we could have Rejuvenate deal 20 damage to front enemy unit every time it gains health. Triggered when healed. That's not when it gains health, because that doesn't happen when the Cultivate happens. I think the Cultivate 2 is what we want. And Rage 4, slay, apply Rage 3 to friendly units. I think we're going to get a lot of use out of this collection of tales. I'm trying anyway. Clipped Infiltration. The Clipped have enlisted conduits to help them ascend your train more quickly. Remove the conduit and the Clip will become more vulnerable. Non-boss enemies enter with Spikes 4. We get a random artifact. Spikes 4 actually helps with our champion. So I think I'm good with it. Combat in this room. Slay triggers after dealing a killing blow. I think we turn this on. Turning that on all the time might be not a poor decision, but I think it's good until it's not good. Non-boss enemies start with Spikes 4. I chose that. Oh, we have to return a card. Let's see here. So we could put these two at the bottom, or at the middle, either one. And if we're doing that, we're definitely not using 2 train stewards, right? Actually, maybe we're not using a welder helper. I think we're not using a welder helper. So we'll put that on the top. We've got 2 very sad train stewards. But I think what we want is our 2 cultivate ones right here. And then we're going to restore it. This is going to cause this one to take a lot more damage, by the way. But that will also cultivate, right? And then I see no reason not to put a couple of train stewards on the second. Like, we don't actually want them to be in our deck, so get rid of them out of the deck. They might die next turn though. Okay, what are we putting on top? Oh, how did they get up there? What? They jumped a floor somehow? I don't understand how they jumped a floor. We're putting a train steward on top. We're definitely not playing that. So they somehow jumped a floor, which bothers me. I like the idea of putting the Demon Fiend at the top. That would cost our entire turn, though. And then these 2 would attack our pyre. Whereas what we could do is defeat this guy with a torch. I want the Demon Fiend out, though. Another option is to put somebody up here and sharpen them. You know, these 2 go really well together. Let's go. Okay. So we are not going to play the Demon Fiend, surprisingly. We're going to play an Apex Imp. We're going to apply 20 armor to that one. And then we are going to add the Sharpen to that Demon Fiend so that all of those guys die. There we go. Very nice. That's a pretty good set of turns. So up here, they all get destroyed. We get 75 gold. It's very nice. And down here they get hurt. Why are they jumping? Oh, they have the haste ability. They skip the second floor of the train. Alright, I understand now. What are we putting on top? The train steward. We don't care about playing that train steward. So right now, you're getting minus 10 armor, and both of those guys are dying. Seems pretty good. We could do this. I like that. Start there. We could restore both of these guys to their max health. How many waves do we have? We will draw this card again. So because we're drawing that card again, I don't care. Rage 4. Slay, apply more rage. The problem is, he's pretty bad in this one because of the thorns. But I guess what we could do is put him up here. No, this guy's gonna die from the thorns on this one. That doesn't do anything. Putting him up there doesn't do anything. We can't put him down here. So I guess it's gonna be a relatively simple one. We're gonna do this. We're gonna add another rejuvenate. We are going to... Why are you losing 10? Shouldn't you be losing more than 10? Because he attacks and dies, and he attacks and dies. Right? And that means... I don't know. I don't know why you're getting a minus 10. I could torch this one. Minus 9. Oh, you're getting hit from the spikes, of course. Okay. Hell's Finest. Have a monster deal at least 60 damage in one hit. A new achievement. Choose a card to return. It will always be the Train Steward. We don't care about the Train Steward. So right now, you are actually going to defeat a Train Steward. How about that? We could add a different Train Steward on that row. Actually, we can't. Because it doesn't fit. Could add Sharpen to you. I think I would like that. Sharpen there. If we restore here again, we will get even more health and damage. And then I guess let's add a Train Steward. We can't add a Train Steward there. Right. Let's add a Train Steward here. There we go. And those two did not move up. Okay. Choose a card to return. It's always going to be the Train Steward. Don't care about the Train Steward. This turn is the respite. Next turn is the one that I would like to do this, but we have 11 cards in our draw pile. So we're doing this time. And then, what are we doing up here? We could do a multi-strike guy. He would die though, I think. Because he would die from the thorns. The thorns really mess up this guy's ability to do anything. Let's use him. And then torch, I guess? We don't really need a rejuvenate on anybody. Rejuvenating him doesn't do anything? Actually, it does... Does it do anything? It means he doesn't die from the thorns. He doesn't die from the thorns. He'll die from this guy's attack, though. That doesn't do anything. Let's torch you. And torch you again. There we go. Middle row down. The final wave. So we have our Demon Fiend. We're going to put the Train Steward on top. We always do not care about the Train Steward. So as it stands, we're winning at the bottom. And we're winning at the top. So we don't need anything. Click the end turn button. And we win. Battle 1, 3-turn boss rush, trial bonus. Best we could do. We get 50 gold. Friendly units enter with armor 4. That's very nice, actually. That's very nice. What do we want to do here? We could do this. Ensnare means there's a card that we can't draw the turn that we play it, but then we draw one next turn. Is that good? I don't know. Restore 30 health, apply 3 regen. I think the 3 cost there is too expensive for what it does. And as much as I like drawing 1 each turn, is it worth having that for the Wildwood Channeler? I don't think so. We're gonna skip. Get more money. Spike of the Hellhorned. Consume, apply 2 times rage and 2 times armor. That might be very good with that one enemy we have, or that one creature we have that gets rage and armor, or gets rage every time he has armor. Deal 100 damage to friendly and enemy units. I think this is bad. Return a random consumed spell to your hand. What do we have that consumes itself? Nothing? We have nothing that consumes itself. Okay, I think it's this one. Spike of the Hellhorned. Could be very good. Offers a random selection of artifacts. Select and remove 2 cards. Concealed Caverns. Merchant of Magic. Don't really care about upgrading my spells. Gain an artifact. Restore 20 pyre health. I think the right side is pretty bad on the Frozen Stick Sea, so let's go to the left side. Left side it is. Remove 2 cards. 2 cards can easily be removed. For one, these Train Stewards are pretty bad. I'm going to delete a Train Steward, actually. Let's remove one of those. The Torch is pretty bad, but is it worse than a Restore? I think a Torch is worse than a Restore. Merchant of Trinkets. Units get an extra upgrade slot. That's not bad. When a card with Consume is played, deal 30 damage to the front enemy unit. not the deck that we have. When played, your champion gains plus 50% attack. Our champion has 0 attack, so that's pretty bad. We could re-roll all these. The Pyre Stone housing actually seems pretty good to me, though. Let's get the Pyre Stone housing, but that's it. I might even remove one, but let's go visit the other one first. And what do we find? As you pass a train graveyard, you notice several of your fallen allies. Within the beasts of gnarled steel lie now extinguished pyre shards. Even further inside the rubble, you can make out some last protected treasures. Perhaps if you were to relight the pyre shards using some of your own, the trains would reveal their value. Which of the train's pyre shards do you relight? Ooh, we can get Heartstone. That's an upgrade for a unit. Blood for blood. When your pyre kills a unit, restore... That seems pretty bad. Friendly units get plus 10 and Heartless. Cannot be healed? Ooh, that doesn't work with us. Blood for blood doesn't really do much. The large shard actually goes against what we're trying to do in our deck. And this one is fine. Let's get this one. Upgrade a unit with 25 health. Let's see. There's a lot of good choices here, but I think that the choice I want is one of two. Either the Apex Imp or the Multi-Strike. I think the Multi-Strike. Yeah. The Pyre Shard flickers to life, the treasure within now revealed as the Pyre removes its final defense. Yet as you leave, the Pyre Shard goes out once more, this time for good. You are all that is left. And do we want to remove a card from our deck? I really do like removing cards from our deck. I could remove one of the restores. I think that's useful. Remove a restore. And we do want money, because we do want to upgrade units now that we can upgrade them more. But I really didn't want to have all of those things. Oh, money is an additional reward. Non-boss enemy units get plus 6 attack. Sycophant might be worse with plus 6 attack. Harvest triggers when a unit on this floor dies. So these two work together. I still think we're at the point where we're not going to lose, and therefore we should turn on the trials. But this might be the last one that we turn on the trial. Oh, we have our multi-strike with our sentient. That seems rather good. Oh no, we're not returning that. We're returning a restore. We don't care about the restore. So the sentient is going to go here, and then the horned warrior is going to go here. And the horned warrior is going to get a lot of benefit from this battle. If I defeat the front one, the horned warrior actually gets less benefit, but it deals damage to this guy. On the other hand, if I sharpen my sentient, then I think the horned warrior hits this guy twice. I think that's how that works. So let's sharpen. Yeah, there we go. And then we could torch one. I think torching this one is a bad idea because we actually want our sentient to take damage. So let's torch this one. Cool. Now, what are we returning to the top? Are we going to play 2 torches this turn? Probably not. Let's return a torch. So we could delete this one with a torch. This applies 5 rage to friendly units, which is pretty nice. I have too many things that I want to play. That's the problem. I do have 4 energy. I want to play this one here. And I want to play this one here. You're currently taking 13 damage, and we're defeating that guy. What else do we do? We could play the Fledgling Imp at the bottom. That's pretty good. Play the Fledgling Imp at the bottom. The Cultivate is going to start working on the Fledgling Imp, which is sad, but I think that was worth it anyway. We're now defeating all of them. Now the question is, do we torch one of those, or do we restore here? I think that we restore here. Great. I'm very sad that that little guy escaped, though. I wanted that money. Oh, we're returning a train steward. Don't care about those. Now, what are we doing? We don't need the Wildwood just yet, although it might be good to play that here, especially because we can play it more than once. The other option is playing our Demon Fiend. I like the 50 damage. You're taking 21 this turn. We could stop that by defeating this one with the good old Wingmaker. Might be nice. Yeah, if I want to use the Unleash the Wildwood, which I do, I'm going to use that here. Which means we're going to do the good old Wingmaker down here. The torch is useless, so the train stewards... I'm actually not going to play this train steward because I want to come back to the Demon Fiend and play him up here. So we need the 3 slots. And that means that... torch you, so that you die as well. Wonderful. The train steward goes on top. Don't care about the train steward. Now, how do we save our champion? The torch could probably save the champion. And a restore might save that champion. Let's torch. So now the champion doesn't die. Doesn't die immediately. Let's restore on the champion, because I want it to have a little bit of health. You can go up to the next floor. I don't mind that at all. So restore on the champion. And then we have 2. We could do this nonsense. This and that. He has 70 damage. Alright. I don't know if the boss is going to get past floor 1. It very well could. And we can't play the Demon Fiend anymore. The Spike of the Hellhorned is pretty good. Let's put the Train Steward on top, even though I can't play the Demon Fiend. So unleash the Wildwood. Excellent. That's good. And then Spike of the Hellhorned. Let's apply 6 rage and 6 armor. Yeah, he does 92 damage. I like it. We do not need a torch. We don't need a train steward either. Let's get rid of a train steward. So, right now, he is killing all of our dudes at the bottom. And you are doing nothing. So if I can make it so that our guys at the bottom don't die, then we get more points. I don't think I can. We can almost do it. Actually, should I torch him? Because if I torch him, he'll cultivate 2. That'll cultivate 2 on him. Not a target in combat for the next 8 turns? What? So does he get to attack 8 times before our guys get to attack? That doesn't seem fair. Is that how it works? We're doing so much damage to him, though. I'm kind of thinking of whether torching my own guy is better than torching this one. Because 12 does not divide evenly into 82. 84 would be evenly. So let's torch our guy once and see how that changes things. Doesn't change things at all. Alright. I don't exactly know how this battle is working, so we're just gonna hit you. Yeah, so he gets to attack 12 times before our guy gets to attack him once. Huh. And then we just barely don't defeat him. But we do defeat him right now. Yeah. Win. Take that. 2-turn boss rush, trial bonus. We do get lots of money, that's good. Unleash the Wildwood. I think the one Unleash the Wildwood is doing very well. I don't think another one would help. Add 3 sting. Doesn't seem great. I think we're just going to skip this because I need units to get better. I don't need spells that do a little bit of damage. Now this helps our units. Yeah, Inflame. Let's go Inflame. And we're making it to Station 6 again, by the way. Well, how did she work for you? Were you able to work out all the kinks? Here, let me take a look. What in the 9 rings did you do to this thing? It looks like you tried to tear apart the rail with it. And then when that didn't work, you ran over it with a bone shaker to forget about it altogether. Ugh, it's going to take me a long time to get her back and healthy. A real long time, so I guess I'm coming with you. What? You're not going to let me come? Oh. A 50-50. That only costs 2. What does made to fit mean? -3? Does she originally take 6? I guess that's the idea. She's gigantic. So made to fit means that instead of taking 6 slots, she takes 3 slots. Alright, well, I'll take a 50-50. I think a 50-50 is pretty good. And don't think this makes it okay. It's not okay. She just needs a little more love and a lot more polish, and I sure as hell don't trust you to do either of those things. At least I can take off this damn coat now. Alright, well, there it is. Remove 2 cards from your deck. Something interesting, and forge your units. That's what I want. Higher health, duplicate a card, gold. Okay, we definitely want this side. Let's find out what's in the caverns first. A penance yard. A truly terrible sight. So we can get calcified ember, which I really didn't like. When summoned, friendly units get +2 for every blight card in your deck, but you have dead weight. And when you play... These are all awful, I think. I don't think we take any of those. Okay, that wasn't great. Let's remove 2 cards. The 2 cards that I want to remove the most are probably a Train Steward and something else. Train Steward and maybe a Restore at this point. The torches seem okay. They're not great. They seem okay. Okay, now this one is the important one. Upgrade a unit with +10 health and 3 spikes is the Thorn Stone. Upgrade a unit with 25 health. Upgrade a unit with Quick. I like the Speed Stone on the multi-attack units. Or we could add Quick to that armored guy. I like that. So what if we add Quick to him? Because he does a ton of damage. +10 health and spikes 3. Do I care about that more than the Heartstone? Yes. Who gets this, though? The multi-strike guy could get it? Who normally goes in the front? I mean, Hef the Blacksmith could get it. Let's do that. And then let's re-roll, because I don't think I care about the Heartstone as some other things that we might get. Even though the re-roll costs 50. Well, we still got a Heartstone, but we got another Thornstone too. I'm going to put another Thornstone in you. And then the Heartstone is going to go in my multi-strike. So the multi-strike has got lots of health now. Great. Now, if we win this battle, I think it will be the farthest I've ever gotten in this game. Granted, it's my second time playing, but still. Fell the Wings of Light. The Clipped Warrior has become winged once more, creating statues in her former image to block your assault. So she has 700 health. She does 9 damage, and she has multi-strike 1. So Alabaster Guardians have spell shield 5. Wow. Alright, so we can't deal them damage with spells. Spell empowers units with armor. Okay. Spell empowers units with armor. Don't know what that last one actually means. Do they just have extra armor when they come out? I don't know. Okay. What do we put back on top? Oh, we got the Apex Imp and the Welder Helper. That's a good start. What do we put on top? I guess we put Sharpen on top. We're not going to play Sharpen. We need to play units first. The Sycophants. Do we care much about the sycophants? We could put you down here, and you would take out the guardian down here in a couple turns, or we could do that in a different place. If we put it down here, then the spikes will take out all of these ones. What I definitely want is the Apex Imp going somewhere. Probably here. Let's put the Apex Imp here with the Welder Helper. That's going to be my start. Apex Imp, Welder Helper. There we go. So now the Apex Imp just takes out the Alabaster Guardian there immediately. I do want the Sentient somewhere. Probably at the bottom. I guess we want the Sentient at the bottom, but the Spike 6 doesn't do much if we do that. Don't actually know what to do here. I want to play all three of these, but I can only play two of them. And one of them is the Sentient, and I don't know where to put the Sentient. If I put the Sentient down here, it's going to cultivate a couple times. But if I put the Blacksmith down here, then the spikes will take out all of those guys. I think the Blacksmith has got to go down here, which means I guess we're putting the Sentient at the top. I really want the draw one each turn. Putting the Sentient at the top seems so weird, though. Oh, maybe we put it here. Yeah, let's put it here. Okay. So next turn, you're going to trample through those. Alright, what do we not need? We don't need a basic train steward. I do like that you're getting 70 damage. The Spike of the Hellhorned would be amazing on this guy. Should we torch this one first? I don't think so. I think what we do this turn is just use the Spike of the Hellhorned completely on this guy. Yeah. Okay. Let's go. Dealing 100 damage to the boss seems very impactful. What do we not care about? The Train Steward, as usual. We could put the Demon Fiend here. My Rage and Armor. If we put the Demon Fiend here, we'll at least take out that one. I don't know how much I care about taking out that one. On the other hand, the Demon Fiend could go up here and start whittling away at that one. Or the Multi-Strike 1 is maybe even better. This Demon Fiend costs 4, and that's a main problem with it. You're going up there so you can start taking out that one. We're going to probably inflame you, because why not? And then we can torch this one? No, because it has 10 armor. We could use the Fledgling Imp at the top. to add 5 rage to this guy. There we go. We've got 5 waves remaining. So far it seems like we're doing very well. We don't want the train steward. Always the way. The good old Wingmaker. Oh-ho. Good old Wingmaker could be very good on this floor right here. Yes. Alright. Now we're doing 121 damage to the main guy. And we could even fit our train steward on that row. Our good train steward. There we go. You're not dying. I don't care about playing the Unleash the Wildwood just yet, unless there's no point of doing something else, which looks like it might be the case. Yeah, that looks like it's the case. So we're going to Unleash the Wildwood there. And Torch. Torch you. 2 damage. Take that. 2 damage on your 565 health. We're putting the train steward on top. We never care about the train steward. Now here we go. We could put this one down here. And we can even sharpen it. Or we could sharpen you more. Let's sharpen you. And then still put you down here? The other place you could put this guy is up there. I don't know. I'm thinking about putting this one right here. Because then he's going to slay that guy, and on slay he adds rage. Then we could even put the Awoken Hollow here too. We need to put it in the back so he isn't the one that rages. Great. Choose a card to return. The train steward, as usual. Alright, 61 damage there. We might be able to make that more. Unleash the Wildwood could be done here. Restoring all of these guys to max health. That might be what we want. We don't have a place we can fit the Demon Fiend. The torches basically do nothing. So therefore, I'm playing Unleash the Wildwood there. I am playing Sharpen, I guess, up here. And then Restore doesn't do anything. I could Cultivate next turn, which is something. Or we could Torch. Let's Cultivate next turn. Oh, it cultivated this turn, too. Great. Waves remaining 2. I feel so much more confident about this one than it was last time. Last time we played. Rage 4 and Armor 5. Good old Wingmaker can do some damage. And the Sharping could do some damage. I guess let's do Restore. Actually, we could fit the Demon Fiend down here. Let's fit the Demon Fiend down here. Yeah, there we go. Finally played that Demon Fiend. Now the final wave, I think we will crush this one. And we still don't need a Train Steward. We will crush this one easily. We won't even lose a unit. Angel Hunter, we defeated Fell. That was an achievement. And we get gold. We could get another Spike of the Hellhorned. I don't know if 2 of those is really what we want. Deal damage to the front enemy unit equal to 15 times the number of imp units in your deck. You know, it's fine. Draw a unit and apply 20 attack, 20 health, and it costs 0. What? We're taking that. Okay, we could get more energy. I do like getting more energy. I think if we keep getting more energy, our deck is going to be amazing. So we can get gold, being able to forge units, and restoring the 6 health we've lost. That's not very interesting. Or we can forge spells and remove 2 cards. Removing 2 cards seems very good. So let's see here. We can cultivate 3, upgrade cultivate 1 more time. Or we can do the rejuvenate, which doesn't seem very interesting. So, cultivate 3. Let's see what the concealed caverns have this time. An arcane machine peeks through the snow, mechanical arms and controls in various states of disrepair. The large harness in the center looks to have held something vaguely familiar, but you can't place what. Near the opening of the train, a metal control board stands relatively untouched. Clean even. Strange. Do you press the button? I will press this button, but this time I will not add sap to my own units. Let's not do that. So, we are going to press a button. I don't know what Frostbite is. I know what Rage is, and we've got our collection of tails, so let's do the Rage effect. We press the Flame icon, so we can create jagged lines, which is damage. We can do a buff, or we can have a heal. Let's do damage. Do you switch any of them on? The symbols have something to do with space. Create an effect that increases how much space you have, or an effect that increases your card draw. Card draw. Let's go. Do we take the orb? Of course we take the old magic orb. So we apply 4 rage, we deal 30 damage, and we draw 1 next turn. Wait a minute. I messed up again. I'm so bad at building orbs. If you make rage, you want the next one to not deal damage to the unit. I need to learn how to do that better, because I'm so bad at it. Alright, what are we removing? We're definitely removing the Train Steward, since I never want to place them. And the torches are getting real bad. Get rid of a torch. So a torch and a Train Steward. What can we do? Upgrade a spell that costs 1 less. Upgrade a spell with plus 20 magic power and consume. Upgrade a spell to gain double stack, and it costs 1 more. What do we have that we would want to do something like that with? So would double stack make this one even better? don't think we can put the stack stone on that. On the Spike of Hellhorned. So, the good old Wingmaker would be a good place to put 20 magic power. It's nice to be able to play it multiple times, though, especially since we're drawing cards. Maybe we should refresh these. I'm gonna do the double stack, because I think the double stack might be really good on this. Oh. Apparently that's not how it works. Maybe we're not doing this. I guess the double stack here would be nice, but making that cost 3 doesn't seem amazing. We're gonna do it anyway. Yeah, Rage 8 and Armor 10. Okay. It did double both of them. I wasn't sure. We could even Emberstone it so that it doesn't cost 3. Let's do that. That's a good one there. I agree, Mr. Cat One-Eyed Guy. And let's battle. We're at Station 7. The winged conduits have mastered the use of their armor and grant their allies the ability to strike multiple times. Remove the conduits and this power will be removed too. So, I believe that we probably don't want to get 400 gold. Which seems not true. Oh man. Do we go for the 400 gold? 400 gold is a lot of gold, but the +8 attack could be real bad. I'm gonna not choose that this time, even though 400 gold is a lot. Choose a card to return. We don't actually have... Okay, we're gonna return the Demon Fiend. The Demon Fiend is actually pretty bad now. I thought it was gonna be great, and it's actually pretty bad now. What do we want? We want our Sentient. We can play all of the cards in our hand. Maybe we did want the... I should have checked beforehand. We actually did want that one. So what we want here is we want this one, and we want the multi-strike. And then we don't want to put anything that has less health there. So I guess the Train Steward is going to go on this one. And then we're going to put the Branded Warrior up here too. And then I want to save him for later. We don't actually want to play that one now. Okay, what do we put on top? What do we put on top? We've got our Rage guy, but I think the Spike of the Hellhorned, this is not when we play it. We play it next turn. So that makes the choice a lot easier that time. Right now, let's see here. We could destroy something with the old magic. Where do we want the Demon Fiend? I think we want the Demon Fiend at the top. Along with Hef the Blacksmith. Hef the Blacksmith is really nice. Problem is she doesn't fit anywhere but the top. And we definitely want you at the top. Oh, and I forgot that you were quick. So in this case, I believe that we're going to let the bottom floor and the middle floor just go as they are. and we're going to put a whole bunch of things at the top floor. So first we're putting you on the top floor. And then we're also going to put the Apex Imp. Yeah, the Apex Imp goes up here too. You're gonna go behind, and then the Awoken Hollow can't fit up there. Next, what do we play the Restore on? I guess we're playing the Restore on you, because we didn't play the Awoken Hollow. And the Old Magic, we could deal 30 damage to one of these guys. I guess we want to do it on this one. Okay. I need to draw my spell that allows me to increase the number of slots that we have in rooms. But I'm going to draw extra cards this turn, so likely we'll be able to do it. Yeah. Lots of cards. Which is the least impactful thing? The torch. Torch is least impactful. We do have one slot there. We could apply rage there, or we could just do a bunch of rage. Right now we kind of have all of them making it to the top. Man, this one could be amazing. Draw a unit. We do not have a unit to draw though. Okay, so that's not actually good. Because we don't have a unit in our discard pile, or our draw pile. So that might not actually work. I don't know if it will work, but it might not work. I like this one because it allows me to play more units if I slay things with it. So in that case, we might want to slay things on this floor so we can add more units. Let's do that. Slay things on that floor. That will allow me to add more units. And I think he will also apply rage because he's going to be the one that defeats him. And then other than that, don't know if I care about much of anything, so let's play the Spike of the Hellhorned. Great. The multi-attack is actually helping because it makes this guy much stronger. So the fact that these conduits give multi-strike is actually helping me. Alright, we're putting a torch back on top. Could use the good old Wingmaker. The Inflame is easy. We're adding the Inflame here, because that's the unit that grows stronger and stronger. I'm going to play the Channel Song this time. Oh, that's now a 21-21 unit. Not bad. Good old Wingmaker here. We get lots of places that we can put things. And then actually the torch makes it so that we defeat this guy. How about that? And where do we want armor to go? I actually want it to go on this guy, but I can't because I didn't put him in front. I guess we could add armor to the Sentient. But I don't want him to have armor, and I don't want somebody that has less than 91 health here. So let's put him here. Two waves remaining. I feel like this is going well, but it's not going as well as the last battle. And I'm very glad that I didn't turn on the extra danger. So the Demon Fiend could fit at the top, but probably want the Demon Fiend. I probably don't care about Torch. Currently our Train Steward is dying, actually. We could stop that by playing Old Magic. That might be worth it. Let's play the Demon Fiend up here. And the Demon Fiend is up there. Now let's play Old Magic to defeat this one, the one that's dealing the most damage. There, now our Train Steward survives. Final wave. Alright. We definitely want Unleash the Wildwood this time. I would love to have something that defeats that guy, but we didn't draw it. That's unfortunate. There are 2 cards in our draw pile that would defeat this one. We did not draw either of them. Restore seems the worst because we're going to play Unleash the Wildwood. So this turn, this is definitely going to happen. That means minus 705. Alright. What can we do to make that even better? We could sharpen a couple times. Sharpen, and we win. Okay, I take it back. I think we could have gotten the 400 gold. We would have done much worse than we just did, but I think we could have done it. Still, I think it's rather important that we don't lose the run simply to get some gold. And I don't really know how hard the battles are at this point in my play through this game. Draw 1 each turn, but you take up space. I don't like that you take up space. And I don't really care about rooting the enemies that much, so we're going to skip again. We could get another Inflame. We could get a Sacrifice Imp. Kill a friendly unit of the required type. Oh. We can kill an imp. I actually think that's pretty good. The only problem is we keep drawing it. We draw it even though we run out of imps. I'm gonna take it. Duplicate a card. Forge your spells, select and remove 2 cards. We get the Merchant of Trinkets either way. Don't need to restore health to the pyre, which I think means that the left side is good. Removing 2 cards is amazing. Let's look at what's at each of these. Upgrade a spell with plus 10 magic power. You know, I don't think we need those. Which means, let's look at the trinkets. Friendly units get extra health. Don't care about the pyre wall. I would like the consumed crown, but we can only afford this one. And there's no other thing that's going to cost money this place. Let's take armored chest plates. So we're not going to the Merchant of Magic. You're going to duplicate one of our cards, but which one? Which one? Now that we have the sacrifice imp, I'm kind of thinking we might take an imp. We might duplicate an imp. This one is quite nice, though. The Hef the Blacksmith. Resolve triggers after combat, so she adds extra space every time. Man, Hef the Blacksmith is really good. Let's take another one of those. Yeah, let's duplicate Hef the Blacksmith. And then we're removing 2 cards. As we can see, the torches are becoming less and less impactful. My spike, my sharpen right here, is becoming less impactful too. The restores are fine, but not significant. So let's remove a torch and a restore. All right. Seraph the Patient. Is this the final boss? I think we are very close to actually completing a run. Let's see if we can do it. Seraph the Patient, the end is near. The traitor has gone impatient, joining the fight immediately and gaining strength with every move you make. Seraph attacks every turn, applies melee weakness to your front unit, and gains attack on rally and incant. So when we rally a unit on the same floor as Seraph, it gains attack. And if we play a spell on the floor where Seraph is, it gives something. Oh, it gains attack too. Huh. Interesting. Maybe we just don't put stuff where Seraph is. Oh, Seraph started at the bottom. That's not great. Well, what do we do? I think we don't take the sharpen this turn. So what if we just don't play stuff on the bottom floor this turn? And we just deal with it when it gets to the next floor? Seems like it could be a decent strategy, right? I want to play the Sentient and the Horned Warrior. Let's do that, and let's do it on this floor. So the Sentient and the Horned Warrior, and then we're just going to put Hef the Blacksmith, one of the Hef the Blacksmiths at the top. Do we put one at the bottom? We could. So when you play a non-morsel unit card on this floor, he gains 3 attack. If. Let's put Hef the Blacksmith up here. And then we can't really fit anybody else. So we actually should have taken the spike card. Oh well. Melee weakness. What is... I don't know what melee weakness does. What are we not going to do? We're not going to use the channel song this turn. So this one, pretty interesting. We don't want to play anything on this floor because that's where Seraph is. Seems fine. We could put the Demon Fiend on the top floor. Or the bottom floor, for that matter. Oh, what if we do the Welder... Okay. I want to do this. So the Apex Imp goes at the bottom. Or the top. No, the bottom. Apex Imp at the bottom. And then we put the Welder Helper here. And then what? We can play a Trained Steward and Sharpen. Sharpen is particularly good on this one. Oh, shouldn't have done that. Gave strength. Didn't think about that. Should have put it on something else. So, Trained Steward at the bottom, or Trained Steward at the top? Trained Steward at the top. Right? Bottom. We're going to sacrifice that imp soon. Very soon, probably. Fear the winged, they say. Okay, I need to figure out what Weaken does this turn. So this is another turn where we're definitely not playing Channel Song. So what is Weaken? This unit takes 2 times combat damage the next time it is attacked. Ooh, that hurts. That hurts a lot. Is that worth using good old Wingmaker? Don't really want to, because using a spell where Seraph is doesn't seem like a good idea. And we can unleash the Wildwood there later. So, no problem. Maybe what we should do is just use a full Spike of the Hellhorned here. Yeah, that seems pretty good. Okay, I don't like that number. What are we not going to play? We are going to play Channel Song this time. I guess we're not going to play Torch, because Torch does almost nothing. I don't like that number, but he does survive. I would like to sacrifice this imp, but still, I don't really want Seraph to gain too much strength. So instead, we're going to do Channel Song. That's pretty nice. We're going to put you at the top. We are not going to play that. We're going to play Awoken Hollow somewhere. I guess at the top. Awoken Hollow goes here. And we're going to put Restore on the Awoken Hollow. And then, who do we inflame? We can inflame anybody except for the ones down here. So, let's inflame you. Great. I think we're actually winning this battle. No problem. The weaken effect is pretty bad, the melee weakness. It's essentially the same as Vulnerable from Slay the Spire. It really hurts. Huh. The good old Wingmaker seems so good here, even though it gives him some benefit. I might use the good old Wingmaker anyway. Even though he gets 1 attack. Yeah. Good old Wingmaker. Bam. Make that train car open. That means that we could play Hef the Blacksmith there on a later turn. Definitely not this turn. So we've got 1 slot where we can put people. We're definitely going to play Unleash the Wildwood up here. And then we're going to play Sharpen. And I guess we're going to play the Old Magic. Old Magic. And let's Sharpen somebody. sharpen you. I'm looking forward to healing that guy. Okay, what do we care about the least here? Torch, like usual. So you're only taking 36 damage. That means the top floor is perfectly fine. Down here, this guy's dying. I don't like him dying. And it would be nice to get more... slots. So let's do that. That gets more slots. We can put a fledgling imp here too. Nice. And then what? We can put Hef the blacksmith here. Let's do that. And then we can still restore somebody. I guess we restore you. The Wildwood lives. Seraph the Patient is definitely dying. Okay, we've got a problem on the bottom floor. We actually have to play spells there. That spell is pretty good. That spell not this turn. Next turn that would be a great spell. So the problem is that Seraph is going to kill you. And there's nothing I can do about that. Yeah, I think there's nothing I can do about that. I guess the armor could help. But the problem is... If we use the good old Wingmaker, it will take out 2 of those guys. I think that's worth doing. Now, you die, but you do not die. This guy dies before he attacks. This guy is just not going to die this turn, which means he will definitely kill you. If he doesn't kill you, Seraph will kill you. If I add 10 armor on you, then Seraph still kills you, right? Yeah, I think so. So in that case, let's let this guy die. It's very sad because he was one of our better guys, but he's not the best. We still have plenty of enemies, or not enemies, demons. We have plenty of demons that are doing just fine. I guess we'll restore you to full health this time. And we will apply Rage to you. Oh, we don't have that. Should have torched you first. Oh well. I'm sad to see my imp go. But we did do a lot with that imp. Now the bottom floor is doing pretty bad now, honestly. The bottom floor is going to have to go. What do we return? I guess the restore is the worst. Or maybe we get rid of the imp? Yeah, because I would want to sacrifice one of those imps. Well, there's no way that we're surviving this unless I take out this one. If we take out this one, we might survive. I really don't like that you're getting more attack power, though. Still, that seems like a good idea. Wait a minute, you're all still dying? Oh, there's no more waves. Oh. Oh, I see. Never mind. Let's not do anything else on that floor. Let's just put a Demon Fiend on this floor. Alright. This is just Seraph attacking a whole bunch of times. So do we just win? We don't need that anymore. We ran out of imps. We do just win. Alright. Let's win. Your pyre is ours? I don't think so. I think we're defeating Seraph pretty handily. There we go. Seraph the Defeated is my achievement for defeating Seraph. Okay, what are we entering? The Frozen Heart. Oh, I won. There we go. I won my second run. And we unlocked Covenant. The Covenant allows you to opt into higher challenge level and start mastering cards on victory. I like the idea of mastering cards. Your Covenant rank goes up every time you win a run at your highest unlocked rank. Hell yeah. Awoken level 3. That's a fine spell. When a friendly unit is healed, deal damage to the front enemy unit equal to the amount healed. That's fine. Sacrifice an imp, deal 50 damage to the front. Alright. Conserve. Oh, the Unbroken Horn. That sounds amazing. I want that. New personal record. 61 units played. That's previous best was 39. Cards drawn 344. Alright. In this episode, I won my second run, leveling up both Hellhorned and Awoken to level 3 and earning 3 more achievements. I also unlocked Covenant mode, which I will have to test out next time. There are now 33 cards that have ever been in my deck, and of those, 5 have been in my deck for 10 or more battles. Most of those are starter cards, but Sharpen is not. Hef the Blacksmith was the MVP of this run. I grabbed the Collection of Tales artifact at the very beginning of the run, and it was used many times. Fel's Remorse was so good, I ended up taking 2 of them. Under enemies, the Clergyman has become my most hunted enemy at 19 kills. My first run died to Fel the Wings of Light, so it was nice to register my first Fel kill. There's a lot more detail in my tracking sheet, link in the video description, new episodes every Saturday, and thanks for watching.